I'm Jimbo.
And I'm Kemper.
We're coming to you live from the stand.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face just to make you go take it back. I lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you was just the fuck real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I'll take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face just to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you was just the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back.
Well, good evening, everybody. I'm Jimbo.
And I'm Kemper.
We're coming to you live from the stand. Good evening, buddy. How you doing?
On time tonight.
Hell yeah. So we're gonna have a little fun tonight. We're gonna get right back on track. Try not to get hijacked this time, and start showing the people why and where and what we do and why we do it and where we started and where we're headed.
Oh, yeah.
So I did look up some stuff today, and I actually also had a little video that I just uploaded just for the hell of it. And oh gosh, let me fix that. It looks like our little. There we go. There we are over here. And let me share this video here and see if this works out right. Let's see. This is a video tribute to a bioengineered super soldier werewolf.
Yeah, you gotta love a hybrid, bro. You gotta love a hybrid.
That's right. That's right. Right. Yeah, that looks good.
Oh,
Let me push play here.
I jump out of vehicles going 70 miles an hour. I defy the odds.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, I drove it, and it's not fine. I'm not a mechanic. It's got a full tank of gas, bro. What y'all doing? Huh? What y'all doing? What y'all doing? Huh? What are you doing?
Almost as good as him slipping on the ice.
No, the truck had hit me, guys. It was wild. It was wild. It was, I don't know. But here's an officer coming. If you guys seen what happened, let him know what happened, because I was on live when it happened. So if you guys seen it, that's cool. If you've seen it, all right. That's good. Here, they seen what happened, everything with the truck. Okay. So they can tell you everything. So I was on live.
Those are your buddies in the Humvee.
Yeah, they're my buddies.
Sander, whatever. This is your hat and your phone that they said they found it for you.
Cool.
Okay. They said that you were in the vehicle and you jumped out of the vehicle.
Why would I do that?
I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. They said they are more than welcome to take you back to the hemp shop so you can get your vehicle. And
I jumped out.
Yeah.
No, they're on here. I mean, they can tell you on here. I was on live.
I don't know, man. I'm just telling you, that's what they said. I don't know what's going on. They said
that's weird as hell.
They said that they're willing to take you back to the hemp shop.
Well, can I get an escort with you guys? Can you guys? Because I mean, we already agreed. You guys just let me get my car and get out of here.
I mean, just in case we can assist you in getting your property.
Well, I mean, can you take me? Can you escort me there for safety reasons, if just in case? Because I got hit by a truck. I didn't jump out of no damn vehicle. I've never done nothing like that.
I don't know, man. I'm just telling you.
He's lying to law enforcement.
Well, can you assist me to my vehicle? Let me get in and go.
We're heading back that way, but I mean, we're not technically escorting nobody.
Right. Well, I mean, can I ride with you guys in and just get out like you were going to do before in the beginning?
I mean, if that's what you want to do, we can take you there, but since we drop you off, we're leaving.
Oh, that's fine. You can pull up in the yard, let me get my car, and I can go with you. I go behind you guys. I'm going the same way you are going back up the road.
I mean, we can do that.
That's fine. I'm going to do that.
All right.
Which does it matter?
Let me go tell them that way they know.
I mean, what is this, man? I mean, jump out of the vehicle, dude?
I'm confused as much as you are about the whole thing.
Why was your buddies in the Humvee or whatever that is earlier? Well, yeah, I was just at the store with them.
I jump out of the.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure there was another video. It was separate from those where when they drop him off at the hemp store or the hemp cafe.
The cops?
Yeah, they drop Ernie off and he's like grunting and groaning, like GD, like he's all in pain and stuff. It's hilarious, man. It really is. And I remember that shit happening, like in real time.
Probably rubbed some of that salve on it.
Oh yeah. Well, if you remember, and I've got a picture I have to send you. I got to find it, but it's of his jacket, the one he wore when he jumped, and he made all of these cuts on it and tried to say it was the road and the jump that did it.
Yeah. Jumped out of vehicles, but he told the cops that he got run over by a truck.
Yep, he lied to the cops.
Why would I do that? Why would I? What? Why would I jump out? What? What? Why would I?
Well, isn't that sort of like hindering an investigation?
Yeah, he was flat out lying to a police officer.
Right. And they were investigating what happened, and he lied to him.
But yeah, he just that's Ernie, and he appeared to be under the influence of something right there. People have theories of him being dosed while he was there. I think that theory does really hold a lot of weight, and he's definitely not in his right state of mind. And you could look right in his eyes and see, man. And that's another. Like, I was talking to somebody, and it was John Loveday here the other day. And how do you just let somebody go?
Right.
Like, and they let him get in a car.
Sure did. And if you notice, once again, it's not a highway run, but still, he went live and did it.
Yeah.
jumped
Hey,
out.
Sarah just came in, and I ain't seen her in a few days, and I'm gonna walk in here just a minute. I'll let you handle it for just a minute here. I'm gonna go in here and
Okay.
see her before she got to go back. She came in, and we all having car issues, so she's gonna take um, a car here from here and go home. Well, to school, and so I'm gonna go in here and see her for just a minute. I'll be right back.
All right, cool. So, what did I miss today on the YouTube streets, guys? Anything good? Has Ernie crawled out of his meth binging cocoon? Because I literally, like the last 2 days, I haven't been on YouTube much at all. Not at all. Yeah, I seen that crazy ass live over on Leslie B's a little bit ago. I heard a lot of snorting and squealing and giggling, and it was pretty funny. Good stuff. Elbow hair? What are we talking about? Nick? Because I know Gypsy got that knuckle hair, but I've not heard of elbow hair. Good stuff. Yeah. No, that was Leslie with the elbow hair. Good job, Leslie. I hear you. I don't even know if I've got elbow hair. It's crazy. I'll talk about some weird shit. Yeah, it was a highway jump from a car. The thing is right before that, him and Xander and Tina were having issues, in their relationship with each other. And from what I gather, if it wasn't them making him, he was basically his car was being taken from him. However he got it or who owned it or whatever, it was being taken. And this was his response to that. And of course, you can hear in that video that Xander's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Like a few times. Because Ernie had that door propped open. And I guess he was timing it. I don't know. But he definitely did that and then jumped. And then tried to say it was a truck. And then I want to say it was just a few days later, he implicated the people in the car with him, which was Kendall, Xander, and Jamie. Jamie was sitting right next to him. And he just out into the highway. But yeah, man, this is what he does. And of course, well, you can ask my Facebook Live. They were watching when it happened. Like, it's always about his live. The people in his chat's going to protect him or something. I don't know. But that's what it seems like to me. So, yeah. That was an experience watching that one. Because that was like the first type of thing he had done since we'd been exposing him. And it was wild. It really was. A lot of people thought when it happened, until it was pretty much confirmed, a lot of people thought he was shot. And I was like, no, I don't think he was. And of course, come to find out later on, it was a jump. And it was for attention and sympathy and manipulation and all that kind of good shit, like he does.
Well, you can see him getting up his nerve to go, right? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Like I said, it was almost like he's timing it or,
he was getting the ball sack up to let her rock. He was, and he fully intended on accusing them of shoving him out of that Hummer.
Yep. Sure did.
But it turned out bad when they started asking him, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Then he couldn't accuse them of throwing him out of it because they were asking him, shut the fucking door, idiot.
Oh, let me be clear. I wasn't saying he's timing his jump. I was saying he was timing it with what was going on in the video.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I speak fluent Kemper.
I was going to say, I don't think Ernie's good enough to even attempt to try to to time a jump from a Hummer going down Cosby Highway at least 50 mile an hour. Yeah. At least. I don't think they were doing 70 like he claims, because Cosby Highway, it has a speed limit. It goes from 30 to 45 to 50, unless they've changed it. And it changed right past the hit store. Because, like I said, you're leaving Newport, and on the way out past Walmart, that's where the hemp store was.
Yeah.
So the highway's right there, and it wasn't like I-40 or I-75 or 81. It was a 2-lane fucking highway, little side state route that took you into Gatlinburg. So there was no 70 mile an hour. I doubt that.
Yeah, you can tell he wasn't going 70 miles an hour because the damn phone only bounced a couple of times.
Right? That was great watching those red lights just spinning like a little mini rave, courtesy of Ernie Shell.
Yeah, I can't remember. It might have been you told me like something like Ernie was just, jumped out of a Hummer or something. Like what? Like a Hummer? Like, yeah, man. Just like phone bounced down the road. I'm like, hell you say. And over there, and by God, there it was. Phone bouncing down the road, and pretty as a pickle.
Ernie is the gift that keeps cursing, I guess, right?
He is. Hey, TN, how are you?
But yeah, that was, like I said, that was a tool to manipulate, to get people to feel sorry for him. Like, I don't know the specifics of what was going on with him, but from what I was told, it wasn't very good for Ernie. So he had to do something to get people to change their minds and what was going on.
Yeah.
But, per usual, that's what he does. He has to manipulate. He can't be real.
Yeah.
He never has been real.
Yeah, he already had the Hummer bought, or not the Hummer, but he already had the car bought for him. And he'd already tore it up, and it wasn't running right.
Mm-hmm.
So he'd ran through Tina and Xander's inheritance money, pretty much, and he was trying to get out.
Well, yeah, he wasn't going to have it made like he had for a while, Like, they weren't going to be able to just throw some gas in the tank to go film somewhere and shit like that. They just didn't have it. Like, Ernie will milk anybody completely dry and then shit on them after he is done, if you allow him to.
Yeah.
He will. It don't matter your name, your status, what your relationship is with him, whatever. He will bleed you dry and shit on you.
It's his MO.
And we've seen it in this experience. Not just heard about it, but we've seen it with our own eyes, like Lisa.
Paisley, what's going on? Hey, y'all want to go back to the second or third live stream that we streamed from YouTube? Now we had live streams on Tales of a Lycan Facebook page prior to YouTube, but the live streams that we did in YouTube started in mid-January of 2022. And I think this live stream that I'm going to show you, see if it shows when. I know it does in studio, but it was either January 30th or somewhere like that. It was right near the end of January. And it really shows you some of the storytelling that Ernie does. And you may not have heard these stories, but they're good. And he's even talking about being a ranger.
Yeah. And if anybody knows,
he failed to mention that he's a ranger at a theme park.
Right. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that area, but Anakeesta isn't even like part of the Smoky Mountains National Park. It's its own, like Jimbo just said, it's like not an amusement park, but a nature fun park, pretty much. And yeah, that was when he blurted that out, I was like, man, has he ever been a ranger? And we figured out he hadn't. The only place that he could even be claiming that from was Anakeesta.
Yeah. And that's definitely where it came from.
That's almost like being a lifeguard at a fucking water park kind of situation.
Right.
So, yeah, he does have some awesome claims that he never fucking backs up, ever.
Yeah. So we'll get started here and let y'all hear the words right out of the horse's mouth.
In like 8 minutes, 30 seconds. Right before he goes to his Cash App screen.
Oh, yeah.
Ride him, cowboy. I mean, cowgirl.
See him?
It's the man. He knows it all, folks.
I see him. You see him? I see everybody.
That is a new jacket.
So he's like, well, you're a sharpshooter. You know how to shoot. You're a really, really good shot. Whoever fired that
You should go back a little bit more. Yeah. Is this where he claims I shot him with that rubber bullet?
Yeah, I don't know why I'm telling you all this.
No, he's talking about his buddy who got killed in California.
Oh, in San Bernardino or whatever. Yeah.
it can't.
And he don't even have his name right.
I can understand what Benny and Cam was implementing in their minds. I understand that, and I see that. And I see it, and I take it apart for what it is. Duke, oh my God. Everybody, there's a good friend of mine, bounty hunter, fugitive recovery agent, Duke Doolittle. You don't beat Duke Doolittle, I'm telling you. This man can track down anything. How you doing, brother? How you doing?
Hold on a second, Duke Doolittle. We got to stop this for just a second. Happy birthday, Graham.
Yes, happy birthday. I was going to say that. I just didn't want to have it all bumbled up with everything else playing. But
Worth a stop.
I was thinking maybe we should contact Duke since he's such a good tracker and just have him go find Ernie for us.
Yeah, he probably should. And if there was a bounty on Ernie, if he was Ernie's lucky. Ernie's so lucky because that $5,000 bond is from a state where there is no bounty hunting.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So you can imagine all these bounty hunters who he's pretended to be better than, and like Bama would love to slap them cuffs on his ass.
Mm-hmm. You know she would.
Yeah.
You're doing okay, brother. Would you? Thank you, brother. Exactly. Duke, we all have had those moments, and you know what I'm talking about. When we get stuck looking for that fugitive, and that fugitive tries to pull what we call a switchback or a throwback, or they're fishing us, or they try to fish us, We all had that. But we have to always understand bounty hunters, fugitives don't get away from bounty hunters because we base our life and our earning on that fugitive, on that one topic fugitive. I have seen myself, and I know a lot of other agents, have cases, like tons of cases. And they be like, oh, let me go get the biggest one first. Well, think about this. You may go get that big one, and you miss that little one. And that little one forfeit on you.
I think we have a bot. How do I get rid of that turd?
Yeah, that is a weird one. I don't know, man.
Put user in timeout or block user? Just block them?
Block them.
Yeah, we should let them hang out. Made our numbers bigger.
No, we're good.
And then it costs you what that big one you made. Am I right?
Hey,
that's why you take it as it comes.
Yeah. See how he held his finger up when he said that big one?
If you can. If you can lower the volume. It's pretty punchy. I'm like, wow.
Lower the Ernie
Yeah,
volume?
lower from, yes, the source, what you're playing. Lower that a little bit, if you can. I don't know. I don't see the controllers, so I don't know.
Let's see.
Yeah, you can tell we were young at this.
Tell me.
Don't go searching through shit.
Yep.
Don't go searching through shit that you don't know.
A lot
Want to
better.
take the biggest one. It's like I've had many opportunities. Organizations call me up. They're like, "Hey, Ernie, we need you over here, and we need you in Phoenix. We need you in Phoenix. We want you to come to Phoenix. I think you could help this person, this kid." And I'll be sitting here. I'll be broke as a joke. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be broke as a joke. And I'll be like, I have no way to even get there. I have no way to. And then it just bear down on me. But what I would do, Duke, we would reach out there to those networks. Remember, I put it all in there. If we can find a fugitive that don't want to be found with those networks, what can we do to children? What can we do with children that want to be found?
Damn
it's the
networks.
same principle. It's the same freaking principle. You're finding a person. I was like, wow. When I come up with that, and I was introducing it, and I was like, this is perfect. Will be perfect. This brings in private investigators, security. This brings in bounty hunters. This brings in our networks. You guys may not understand what I'm saying because you're not brothers, sisterhood with those networks.
Those networks.
I guarantee you. One of our great members was killed in San Bernardino.
Here it is.
The guy killed him. They told me about it. I remember I was really, really upset. I love this man, man. It was great. Had a bunch of kids. Great wife, great life. He was killed in cold blood. Fugitive put his hands up.
Listen close.
Put his weapon up. James Green murdered that man. That killed me. That really got me. I'll talk to you in a minute. There's a lot of shit with you too, officer.
You see him.
That really got to me. It really did. I never will forget it when I heard it and I seen the stories. It went viral across everywhere. Every bail agent wanted this guy. Every bail agent wanted this man. San Bernardino and Days Inn special agents and detectives cornered this guy.
Nah, Fluffy, he's not really crying. He's wiping away tears that aren't there. Like he can't even put up crocodile tears.
Mm-hmm. Now, this story that he's telling, he actually told a variation of this story to Eaton Ball. Even sent a link to a news article about that James Green and how he had taken the life of another bounty hunter or a cop or something like that. But he claims that Ernie Shell is the one that made the shot that nobody could make.
Yeah.
And y'all will see that very soon. I was just looking at that 2 days ago. So, yeah, it's funny that you're playing that video because I was wondering about, because I knew he had told this story once before. And I was like, where was it? And here it is.
Yeah.
They killed him. They killed that man. Everybody's like, Ernie Shell fired that last shot. Ernie Shell fired the shot that killed him. I heard that so many times. I remember them asking me in the interview, and they was talking about it. And they was like, was you the one that killed James Green? Was you an agent or something there? And I was like, where you getting your information at? He's like, well, we know we tracked this down. You killed him because that was your friend. You killed him. And I was like, what are you talking about? They thought, well, why don't you answer the question? I said, well, I'll just tell you this right here. James Black was a great man. He served his country in the Marines, and he was brutally murdered. That's all the information you need to know.
Jimbo.
That's all you need to know.
Pause that for a minute.
Yeah,
he's gonna talk a little bit more about.
You tell me to pause a minute, or was that on video?
That was video.
Oh, bitch. All right, here we go.
About it, but just so you know, that conversation I mentioned that I had with James Haynes, his fake profile.
Uh-huh.
There wasn't James Black. It was Michelle Black.
Really?
Yes. I'll have to make sure that those get put on the Tales of a Lycan page.
Yeah.
So everybody can see this, because this is one of his little manipulated, repeated lies where he rinses it and repeats it.
Absolutely.
But yeah, play a little bit more, because he gets stupid.
It's like, did you fire that shot? Was you the one that fired the shot that killed James Green? I said, what are you talking about? Still to this day, I get this. I get it all the time. He's like, well, you're a sharpshooter. You know how to shoot. You're a really, really good shot. Whoever fired that shot that killed him, let me just say this right here. What I hear of it anyways. James Green died screaming, crying, whining, begging. That's what I heard.
Begging.
Please
Oh,
be
God.
killed. Innocent man. Sure do. So I have no pity for James Green. None at all. None at all.
All the tears are gone.
I do think are great men and women of law enforcement
Boom, there it is.
who are that blanket, who are their net, that network, who are always protecting us, who are always out there doing those operations
Play on
that
their
they don't have
emotions.
time to plan for. It's split second reaction.
So he just does this. Oh, I
Bad
support
officer,
law
'cause it's
enforcement,
coming
and he
from
gets those people
God.
backing him up, man.
Now he's on his pity pot.
Yep,
The
of
mind
course.
can only take so much, guys. And then it starts.
You do notice that
It does. You have to.
All right, we got the Ranger coming up here in about 30, 40 seconds. He gets into his Ranger story.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
got Benny and I can't remember the other guy's name. Is it Cam?
Yeah.
Benny and Cam on his panel or whatever, and oh boy, they all, it's just.
Is that
it's just,
crack cases guy or something? Is that the cracking cases?
I think so.
Yeah. I think that's what it is.
Yeah. He used to be on Benny's panel a lot. But anyway, this, the Ranger story really is something else. And the bears, I keep hearing Ranger and bear, and I'm thinking, hey, boo-boo, I'm going to get me a picnic basket.
Take a break. When you see.
To mention the military and our law enforcement, he had to tell a story about him first. Do catch that. I don't know if you picked up on that one, but like we said earlier, he's not going to put his name, or he's not going to talk about anything unless he can put his name with it.
Right.
So he killed a guy that killed a good guy. And he supports the military and law enforcement. That's what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
And this is coming from the same guy that until about 6 months ago was hot and heavy on the fact that he was military.
Yeah.
Now that he found out he can get his ass in trouble for stolen valor, he's quit pushing it so damn much. He was military police. He was all kinds of damn shit.
Yeah. He stole.
Hey, let's see this story about the bear
out there.
Oh yeah.
115. So, you know that there is wildlife here, and people once you got out there, you saw really like an understanding of how broad and mountainous.
I did, and at the same time, I did get a pretty good rundown of the wildlife, and her being 3 foot and weighing roughly 40 pounds. There isn't a predator, a natural predator, that could have picked her up.
They're talking about summer whales here, by the way.
Oh, of course.
In one swoop and ran away with her.
Without leaving a blood trail or something.
Right. They were going to have to sit her down and readjust her many, many times. Like even a black bear, like a big black bear out there would be 150 pounds, 175 pounds. But even that bear isn't going to pick up that child and run with it.
Black bears. Now, I'll be honest with you. I worked as a ranger when I was a ranger. Black bears, they can get 450 pounds, 500 pounds, 6 foot tall when they stand up. But you're right. But here's the thing: a black bear, the chance of it bothering a child is very, very slim. Really,
I agree.
Because the babies and cubs, they will defend a child. A bear will actually, a black bear will actually defend a child because of it being a cub, a baby.
You're absolutely right. Many wild animals do, project that same behavior.
You don't mess
Hear him
with
say
the
he was a
mother.
ranger?
You don't mess with the mother.
Yeah, I heard it.
Right.
They all get aggressive around their young.
Honestly.
No, I mean, and a lot of people, they're trying to make assumptions in the chat. Here's the thing about it. If it's true,
I was just going to say, honestly, none of the three on panel know what they're fucking talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like black bears average 300 to 400 pounds. That's your average black bear.
Yeah.
Now your cubs can be anywhere, from fucking 40 pounds up, into that range. But for them, it pisses me off they do this with Summer and other children. It really does. Because they don't know shit.
No,
but they want to sit up there and act like they know shit. And then, hey,
Google it.
send me a cash app. Send me a cash app,
Yeah, they Google it. They Google it.
Well, of course.
Cash App gang. And then he goes, if you want to donate, donate. If you don't. Whatever you do, keep supporting us because we're scumbags.
Right. It's just, it's sad that, like I said, it's sad that they use children, the plight of these children, to fucking make money, to get some popularity, to build a channel, what the fuck ever. Like, that's sad.
Absolutely.
That's about as low as you can go.
Yeah.
And I can verify because of stuff I've seen from living in the mountains and things. I'm going to say, hey, it's right on this part. But I'm not saying, everything everybody's saying is right, and I'm not going to. Because we all have to come to our own conclusions at the end. I may be wrong. You may be wrong, Benny. Cam may be wrong. We don't know yet. And I'll give the benefit of the doubt on that. I'm not going to be like these other YouTubers say that I'm automatically right. Because if I'm wrong, I'm going to say I'm wrong. That's the fact of the matter is.
That's right.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
I know you're.
The fact of the matter is, you little piece of dog shit, you aren't ever a guy who says he's wrong when he's wrong.
Right.
Because you've been wrong about everything. Have you heard him once, just once, say, hey guys, I was wrong about Brian Laundrie? One time. No. And this guy gives Brian Laundrie an ultimatum while Brian Laundrie is dead. I ain't asking you. I'm telling you. Turn yourself in. I can't wait. I can't wait to get my hands on you. Yeah, Ern, you were wrong. Did you admit it? The fact of the matter is, that's your favorite little saying. Well, the fact of the matter is, you're so full of shit your eyes are brown.
You're pro law enforcement, and to run parallel, and that's how I explain what I do. Is as far as my theories and how I believe. I have my own private theories and things that I think in my own head, but I don't talk about them publicly. What I do is I run parallel to the law enforcement investigation. The things that they're talking about are the things I'll talk about. The things,
That's right.
I'm going to believe what the parties tell me to believe.
Well, here's something else too, and I talked to TBI agents over this, and I've talked to federal agents about this. The fact of the matter is, if something ain't starting to move forward with the investigation or something like that, they need to take and put new eyes on it. Because after you look at something for so long, you get bored out and bummed out. But when you take a break from it for a little bit and you go back to it, you're 10 times better. You're 10 times better than you was before.
Well, Ern, the fact of the matter is, you said fact of the matter is again, and you're still wrong, and you still are full of shit. You're 10 times, time by time. And then it just sounds like, Charlie Brown. Wah, 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 wah. Like, just his damn lips moving to saying the same bullshit over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm. But, Tiger Lori needs to hear it every day. Fucking beloved ghost needs to hear it every day.
Tiger Lori, beloved ghost, it never changes. Nope. Hey, y'all here in chat right now, even though this is nearly 2 years old, does this sound and look like the same horse shit that Ernie spews from his little pathetic channel every time you see him live? Put a 1 in the chat if you think so.
Oh, I agree.
That's the fact of the matter.
Yeah. The fact of the matter is,
you got to be like last night, man. I messed up on.
Hey, let's have a contest. Let's have a contest. Now I will. We'll repeat this, in the next couple of lives, and then we'll set a date for when we choose a winner. We will come up with something, a cool prize. Actually,
I'm finding like a little pen or a lapel or something, man.
Yeah. Now, I hear there's some good movies. About 11 of them that we're gonna get our hands on pretty soon. That we could use one of those as a prize. Just a copy of it for the winner. But here's my idea for a contest. Okay. Ernie is, I say this often about him recycling or repeating the same things over and over and over.
Yep.
So, words, phrases, or anything you can think of that Ernie repeats and says in almost every video or broadcast he does, whoever can come up with the most will get this prize. Now, here's some examples.
Ernieisms.
Fact of the matter is.
Wow.
Wow.
Literally.
Wow. Oh my God. Yeah, literally. Yeah, literally. Wow.
Oh God, it's all the same shit all the time.
Thank you, Arkansas, for the $2 super chat. Just wanted to say hello and hit that like button. Thank you very much, Arkansas.
Thank you, Arkansas.
Always good to have our old buddy Arkansas back in chat from time to time. Super mod. When I say that, I mean she mods for everybody almost. Used to anyway. I don't know. but you could, just about go into just about any chat and see either Arkansas is chatting or modding or both at one time. Back when I was new to YouTube, like I was like, "There's Arkansas, there's Arkansas, there's Arkansas," and I love the little fonts she always switches it up with.
Oh yeah.
Those are some examples. You can put down like his hand gestures, his fingers, crooked finger point, wave to the right, like across his face. Oh my God.
His little hang loose, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, whoever could come up with the most, we will give you a prize. And let's say we draw the winner out on our broadcast, either on or the closest following, because I probably won't do one on, but closest following Valentine's Day. So
Okay.
a couple of weeks. So anybody who wants to participate.
So we're going to run this for a couple of weeks before we declare a winner.
Right.
Okay.
List the list, and then don't send the list public, because then everybody will see your list and just add to it. So if you want to send us a private message.
Now, just talking about the timeline here, we're the last day of January here, heading into 2 weeks from Valentine's Day, and so this is literally,
2 weeks after we started the stand.
Yeah, but literally a month before he's arrested for intoxication, non-alcohol.
Yeah, because it was around the 1st of March when that happened.
March 1st.
Yeah.
March 1st.
I remember there was a lot of shit that happened around that time, and that was one of them. Because my birthday.
March 28th, when he went to court, he was arrested again for the van, and things have spiraled. Right, within this time frame is when you see all his lies he's told. You saw the live stream or two before this where he was diving out of the Hummer because he's trying to set Predator Hunter Nation up, and then it just spirals downhill for him, and then all of a sudden now he's in court. He's not being able to yell, "I have no criminal record" no more, and now you see where he's at. His true colors have really shown through because he couldn't handle being the public figure Ernie Shell. Couldn't handle it. And now it took a long time for the grand jury to indict him, and that's what he hung his hat on. He went probably 8 months, 6-8 months, waiting for the grand jury to indict him. And when they did, and then he had to go to court, that's when he decided, let me call Duke, because he already burned his bridges here with me, burned his bridges with a bunch of people on YouTube, and now look at him. He's stuck with about 5 of his mods that will follow him right off a cliff, but he's still a nothing nobody going nowhere
with a criminal record.
Now he's got that criminal record, and it ain't gonna get any better.
Yeah, he used to hang his hat on that he didn't have anything on his record because he had a lot of it expunged or taken down on things he had done in the past. And of course, he bounces around so much, it's hard to keep up. Like he's got charges in New York, a few different places in New York. He's got him in Georgia. He's got him in Kentucky. Yeah. But until here recently, you only saw a couple of them up there, and he tried to explain them away. There is no explaining them away, Ernie. Like you was talking all that shit about the wrestling thing until the papers came out, and then you tried to bend the truth around that shit. So, yeah, it's just constant. Just
Circles.
I need to rob you of some pens.
Rob me of some pens. Well, can you? Is there enough there?
Yeah, Sissy needs them for college. Could you care if she has this white one?
There, you're this good one.
Okay.
Them white ones are good too, but this one, she can have that one.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give her these ones we just bought and these. Okay.
Yeah.
She has to have them for some classes she does.
Okay. Well, she probably needs them for a bunch of classes.
Yeah. She said she had.
Be right back, guys. Go ahead, Kimber.
Got it. Yeah, you're right, Blue on Black. He screwed himself. And with those charges, if he tries to act foolish like he does most of the time, he pulls that shit, he will definitely be tased. For sure. That's just no doubt about that. And once he gets into custody, good luck with that bond, because there ain't going to be no percentages. You paying the full thing cash. If you can even get that. Now, I ain't putting it past somebody being stupid enough to do that for you, but yeah, that's the way it's going to work for old Ernie. He knows it. It's bad news bears. And if I'm correct, he's got two of the same type charges in two different states, New York and Kentucky. So good luck. He burned all the bridges with all of his family back at his hometown here in big old small town of Ages. No. Yeah, it seems to be the pattern with him, too. He's always burning those bridges. He'll keep one friend out of every area, and he'll fucking milk them for everything they can. It's sad. It's sad because Ernie, Rap, they're basically the same person. When you see Rap 10 years younger, well, about 15 years younger, actually, and doing the same shit. You don't see him with his kid. You don't see him taking care of his kid. Did you see Ernie doing that at his age? No. And it was around the same time that this was happening for their ages. So there you go, Like, all of this manipulation that's going on, it's hard not to see it. It's really hard not to see it. And that's been something that Ernie's done literally to every person that I've heard talk about it, personally talked to about it, you name it. It's the same fucking story. And for 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
That's how long.
Yeah.
So
well, you don't have a whole lot of friends that and I mean, you could ask Ernie and just say, hey man, who's your best friend? I bet he can't name one because like
Ernie, that's who it is.
Yeah, I mean, I've got my best friend that I've considered my best friend since I was 5 years old. Now I know a lot of people don't have that long of a friendship in their 50s, but like and I've got a great deal of friends that I've been friends with for 40 plus years and 30 plus years. Like people who know me, like those bridges aren't burned. You see that I didn't burn the bridges with Ernie. Like I allowed him to keep coming back, and I forgave him and forgave him and forgave him, and we felt sorry for him and tried to help him over and over and over. He can't be friends with anybody. He has to try to one-up people and try to get over on people, steal from people, lie to people. That's how he lives his life. And I don't know if I guess he said it there, but Daryl's actually from Harlan, from the Everett's area. Ages is right there around Everett's.
Whenever I seen Ages, I was like, oh shit, they know Ernie very well.
Ages is a tiny, tiny little community before you get to Everett's. And I'm pretty sure that's where Ernie's dad lived.
Yep, it is, because if you remember, there was that lady from Everett's that said she knew Ernie from back in those days, and he was selling pills in Ages. Yeah. So a few people have mentioned Ages in a lot of
she's currently on Nicolina's, she's one of Nicolina's big buddies now. So I don't know if that
Oh, of
lady.
course.
I don't know if she's got any credibility at all or not. I've heard.
No, I'm not. I was just talking about hearing
the area.
same ages. Yes, that's all I was talking about.
Yeah, I mean, a whole lot of people don't know where Ages is. It's about like a little town I grew up in Loyal. It's a tiny little nowhere place in the county of Harlan. But yeah, so he knows, and Daryl came around and fought some of the old MMA fights, back when it was regulated by Athletic Commission. And yeah, he came out there and just signed up and got in the ring and fought, So he's one of those old school fighters, been around for a long time. He knows Ernie. So when he says he's burned all his bridges with all his family and all that stuff, I'm sure he knows, has knowledge from people who know. So
yeah, and from the area, small towns, you hear
oh
shit.
Yeah.
So I mean,
we consider you one of our best friends too.
Huh?
I said thank you, E Squared. We consider her one of our best friends too.
I got you.
But yeah, let's play a little bit more of this. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Yeah, his dad lived maybe 3-4 houses down from me in my old home place. Trust me, he's been in trouble his whole life. Yeah, that's what I heard. People who know Ernie, and that's what we were looking for. I don't know if you saw my Facebook post the other day, but I was looking for somebody that could vouch for him or at least talk about his stint in the National Guard, because I know he signed up, and we know he got a letter calling him a veteran. But I'd just like to know a little bit more about his National Guard duties. And I've had a couple people reach out to me and tell me a little bit, and then tell me also who I could talk to that could tell me more. So I'm looking into that. But yeah, this is like you said, when you live 3-4 houses down from the guy's family, and you can say he's been in trouble or he's been in trouble his whole life, then and that's what the consensus is of people that I've talked to that know Ernie, know him as a liar, somebody who's always just told outlandish lies about who he was, even before he was old enough to be any kind of professional. He was telling people he was a professional boxer, and like before he dropped out of high school, he's claiming he's a professional boxer before the age of 18. And that's just not so.
Yeah, it's always been tall tales.
Tall tales for such a little fella.
Well, I mean, I remember talking to Rosie, and she, in one little paragraph, well, it wasn't a little paragraph, but one message from her, she spills out about 5 of his fucking lies.
Yeah.
She said she believed him until she got to know him, and she realized he was full of shit. And that's been the consensus most of the time with people.
Hey, Stormy.
She used to date him. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Rosie, if y'all don't know, is the lady who the infamous fight between Ernie and the big guy was over. It was her daughter that Ernie messaged and was talking trash about her, not the daughter, but he was talking trash about the mother to the 10-year-old daughter. And yeah, it wasn't anything sexual, but it's still inappropriate for you to contact a 10-year-old and trash her mother, regardless of how you feel about her. It's her mother, dude. I was at his dad's funeral when his dad's wife and his other half brothers and sisters made him use his skates and get out of there. He wasn't welcome there, if that justifies anything to anyone. Right. And Ernie tells a different story.
Yeah, but we've seen that post from Crystal.
Yeah.
And I mean, everybody, that's one of the biggest things people talk about. It's the fact that he was shunned.
Yeah.
He was not allowed, banished, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And he started some shit at his own father's funeral.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, who does that? Like, regardless of the reason,
Big piece of shit. That's who.
regardless of the reason, if you were in such poor relationship with your father and his wishes were for you not to be there, respect his wishes.
Yep.
Respect his wishes. Pay your respects. If you want to pay your respects, do so privately. In
Respectful.
my opinion, this is only my opinion, but do so privately without causing trouble at the man's last, when they're honoring him for the life he lived.
Yep.
I mean, that's just as low as it gets. Was it over Shelby? I don't know. I think a lot of their dispute was over Shelby,
yeah.
but I don't think they ever were close. To be honest with you, I don't know that for sure.
Well, I mean, you heard his dad in that video before he passed about how Ernie was never good for nothing and always lying and trying. I mean, his dad's sitting there telling you what he thought of him before he passed. So you add him turning Shelby in or being involved in it, that's a big thing. And that's probably why Shelby hasn't flipped or ratted. He lives by a code. And even with his family, like, he would not do it to his own brother. But that's why the family, I think, has been pissed at him, because Ernie did do it to his own brother. But personally, I think turning Shelby in was the right thing to do. But it still was his brother at the end of the day. So they're going to be pissed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So. Donna said, hello, everyone in chat. When they get him, it'll be a U.S. Marshal doing a warrant sweep. That'd be cool. That'd be good. And then, if the Marshals did a sweep, they would get his ass. That's for sure. Hey, hold on. Daryl, Leslie said, how's your mama? I worked with her, Dorothy, Rita, and Tracy at the factory years ago. I'm from Harlan, too. So don't think I'm weirdo. Jimbo knows me.
Well, she's weird, but she's cool.
Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. Kipper said that. Kipper said it.
Your fault.
Daryl said, I was there and was standing right there when they told him to go. I guaranteed them he'd go if they wanted him gone, one way or the other, another. He went, and the cops come and everything at his dad's funeral.
Wow.
Yeah. Eyewitness right here, guys. This is somebody that was there. Daryl, you want to come up on panel? Like, you don't have to, if you don't have to cam up if you don't want to, but if you want to come up and, talk instead of type, you're more than welcome. I'll send you a link or put it out in the chat. I'll put it out in chat. Cops were called to his dad's funeral. That's what they said, yeah.
I'm leaving.
All right, let me give me a hug. Hang on a second, guys.
Yeah, you hear me, don't you, Leslie? Well, was I lying? I mean, if anything, I heard you laughing tonight. If that ain't weird. I'm just kidding. It was fun to.
All right. Sarah's got classes in the morning, so she's going back down there. Thank you, Young at Heart, for gifting a membership. We appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
Let's see who got it. You go over here and look. Might take me a minute. Yeah, it probably will, because I ain't go over here. So.
Yeah, Nana Kim. Like, he fucked up. He did some bad shit when he did that, in my opinion. And that's one reason why he's threatened me over me saying, you got to be a real piece of work to be banned from your own father's funeral. That was before I even knew that there was bullshit that happened there too. And this motherfucker, I'm gonna hunt you down. I'm gonna kick your ass. Blah blah. Funny shit. But yeah, it's a touchy subject for him.
Oh, Ernie called the cops. Ernie called the cops for what? Like what?
What?
To make them let him be there? Like that's, police have no right to say, hey, this is blood relative. You have to let him be here. Like if the family don't want you there, they're in charge.
Yeah. Absolutely. Just like if at the hospital, funeral home, whatever. That's fucked up, Ernie.
Right now, Stalker, what kind of person causes a scene at a funeral like that? I know two. Ernie and another predator hunter nation. I'm not going to say about right now.
Yeah, let's not do that.
But
Is it?
Birds of the feather flock together. That's for damn sure.
So,
Daryl, Stormy's telling you, Daryl, my family is from and still lives in Aegis. Right, Mystery Skies. His explanations when he speaks just make me cringe. Yeah, people can see right through you, Skern dog. Right through you. I can just hear Mama T right now going, "It ain't none of your business, Jimbo. Ain't none of your business." I'm making it my business. Mama T. I'm making it my business. People need to know what kind of dipshit is scamming them out of their money. He ain't no hero.
This is who they're supporting and enabling to keep doing it.
Luna said, "What the hell? I never heard of that before. I worked in the funeral industry for 26 years."
Yep.
Daryl said, "Because his family made him leave. That's what the cop told him. That's their decision, not the cops. He's always making a bigger clown out of himself." Yeah, I can imagine the cops were just like, "Dude, family don't want you here. You got to go, homeboy."
Mm.
So he called the cops. That's and look, I'm gonna play devil's advocate and put myself in Ernie's shoes here for a minute. Okay, had a bad relationship with your dad. You're wanting to go there and say bye, which you should have done that before he was gone. But anyway, you want to go pay your last respects. Okay, when the family tells you you're not welcome and you show up, what do you think is going to happen? Because you know that family. You know them, man. That's your family. You know what's going to happen. And you show up anyway. And then you're going to call the cops and try to force your way in there?
Well, he becomes a martyr at that point.
Yeah. Like,
that's why he does it.
You had zero respect for your father's wishes to start with.
Yep.
And then zero respect for the other family members who were there mourning. That's a scumbag move, in my opinion.
Selfish as fuck.
I disagree. Other people might take Ernie's side on it, but in my opinion, that's terrible.
Like, honestly, this, in my opinion, if I was in Ernie's shoes and my dad said, "I don't want you at my funeral," I wouldn't go to the funeral, but I would definitely go and, try to make right afterward. They can't stop you from visiting the grave.
Right.
They're not going to be able to be there all the time. So you're going to have a chance to go make things right. And that's when you do it. And you do it in a respectful way. You don't make a big to-do at the funeral. You respect your dad's wishes no matter what had happened. You respect them. They were their dying wishes. You couldn't even do that, Ernie. It was all about Ernie and you being a victim. Oh, look, they're mean to me, blah, blah, blah. I didn't do anything. I just tried to go and make things right or say goodbye, and then here you are calling the cops at a funeral home, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I had no idea, man. That's fucked up, Ernie.
Yeah, that's the first time I heard that too. Yeah, that's crazy.
Showing up's one thing. Calling the cops, that's a whole nother level of just being a shitty motherfucker, dude.
Hey, Kim Louise, all the way from Tasmania. Hi, my beautiful family. I love you all. We love you too, Kim Louise. Thanks for checking in from Tasmania. Have you seen that Tasmanian devil yet? I keep seeing that guy spinning around, and on the cartoon. But that's awesome. Thank you for joining in. She's here just about every night. Thank you, Kim Louise.
Yes, you were.
Daryl said his dad and my dad was like brothers as long as I can remember back. I've always thought the world of his dad, but long story short, he gave his dad no other option but to wash his hands with him. Yeah, and I get that. Long story short, like you could tell, I'm sure, a great deal of many stories. Of course, you know how Ernie works.
Yep.
He's going to hear this or see this, and he's going to try to tell the world what a terrible person you are. And he may try to dox your family, or this is what Ernie does. So I'm just letting you know ahead of time, which I'm sure you already know because it sounds like you know Skern Dog pretty good.
Yep, for sure.
Oh no, she said yes. Lots of devils and here and wombats.
A wombat. Wah, 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 wah.
Have you ever seen a wombat up close, Kipper?
No, not up close.
Me neither. Me neither.
No, I don't think they're around here.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, if they are, I don't know of it. But yeah,
Me neither.
Hell yeah.
I know some people who could probably pass as a wombat.
Nana Kim, yeah, you know he's watching. He definitely is watching. He obsesses.
Well, if he ain't watching, I know Lori's watching.
Well, she obsesses too.
Yeah. Lori dreams about me. And it's okay, Lori.
Yeah, but yeah, that I'm not surprised, but it's still a level of low that most people, even people with no morals, wouldn't go.
Yeah.
It's amazing, Ernie. Like, I wonder what else is out there that's not being brought to light. I know there's a lot. I'm just curious on what it is. Because you don't seem to slow down on going low down. At all.
Right.
And I mean, we know of, what you did in the Prestonsburg area. We know. That's some fucked up shit, Ernie.
Yeah.
Like, all you are
big mind games. Like, how long did we tell everybody on YouTube? Ernie's got a criminal summons out of Floyd County, Kentucky. Mm-hmm. And how long did Ernie sit and say, no, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. And then when he actually got served his criminal summons and had to go, people were like, oh, man, Ernie's going to court for harassing communications. The hell you say? You mean the man was telling the truth and Ernie was lying? Ain't that a novel idea?
But it could have been a lot more charges brought. Not just that one. Certain things. If one thing would have happened, Ernie would have had extortion charges.
Well,
so that'll tell. Huh?
Daryl, that right there is a Harlan County answer if I ever heard one. Let him, bro. I don't give a F. Whoever believes anything negative about me, especially from him, can't go hear it and believe it again, or can't go hear it and believe it again. 100. I ain't never that hard to find, and that's a fact.
You gotta love it.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry, Daryl. I don't know if you know this or not, but it wasn't that long ago. Ernie was laying in the hospital for 30 days and was having to have a kidney replaced. But he made a miraculous recovery. It was Tina Simmerly's problem solved. They rubbed it on his kidneys and poof, he's better. He's better now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun going over this content for the next, week or so, or maybe however long it takes. We're just gonna have fun with it. We're not gonna rush it. If we spend 2 days on one live stream talking about it, we will. And if we have 3 or 4 we go over in one night, we will. But there's a lot of stuff that that we will be showing y'all that you may or may not have seen. Oh, we get some gifted memberships again.
I think so. I just seen, oops, the tree
Oh
shaketh in
goodness.
chat.
Kim Louise gifted 10 fan memberships. Thank you. Thank you very much, Kim. Let's see who got them. Let's see.
Purple Rainstorm, Shay, Joy R, Tennessee Girl, Minnie Jr., Simple One, Not Creepy Archivist, and Kells. And Scotty.
Scotty!
And Sugar Pie.
Hey, Sugar Pie.
Hey,
Scotty, our original, a fickle
Mole.
Our first ever. Thank you, Scotty Too Hottie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And thank you to Smoky Mountain Mama for letting us know it was Scotty. Back in the day, as they say. Yeah, it's always good to shake the bushes. We appreciate that. And I can't thank you all enough. Anybody who gives us gives memberships, not only does that help our channel, of course, but it also gives other people a chance to become a member and give it a shot. Whether if they want to try, if they want to keep it going, it's up to them. But it absolutely gives people who may or may not have had a chance to do that before be a member, at least for a month. So we do appreciate that always. Graham said Jimbo and Kemper really appreciate it because I really had no idea about some of this information. Yeah, there's and we just now started scratching the surface here, didn't we, Kemper?
Yep.
There's so much more, and some of it's going to be so funny. It'll be side splitting funny. Some of it will break your heart. Like to me, the thing about his dad's funeral.
Yeah.
I mean, that's heartbreaking to me. I mean, it's heartbreaking for Ernie, for one.
Yeah. I mean, honestly,
the other side of the family,
I mean, I feel bad for anybody in any of those situations. That's just not a good situation, no matter where you're at in it. It don't matter if you're Mac or Ernie or Shelby or whoever. It's just, yeah, it's messed up, man. Like I ain't saying Ernie didn't deserve it, but it had to hurt.
Yeah, it's a bad situation all the way around,
Yeah.
And that's that thing, man. People talk about, you reap what you sow, and
tenfold.
That's why take care of things in life, man, before it gets too late. I cannot imagine going to my grave and one of my kids and being in that, me feeling that way and them feeling that way, or vice versa. I can't. It hurts to even think that it's possible. Like Sarah going to school 30 minutes down the road. She literally came home tonight, got some ink pens, and is going back to school. But I just sat in my living room earlier, watched a video of her singing, and broke down in tears because she's not here, So I guess everybody's different, but yeah, it's definitely when it comes to family, it's a soft spot for me, man. I mean, family's everything, and my advice to everybody is keep your family close if you can. Don't let it go by. Don't let life go by and let it end that way.
And try to live your life in a way that you're never in that kind of situation.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that situation's there because of something that happened that could have been avoided.
Yep.
Could have been repaired. Both. So.
Yeah. I mean, you don't always have to go through the experience yourself to learn from it. You can learn from other people's experience. And myself, I would never want to be in Ernie's shoes. I would never want to be in Mac's shoes or anybody else's. Not in that situation, you know?
Yep.
That's just, yeah. And then he called the cops. Oh.
Yeah. Ain't it funny how that little nugget of info of him calling the cops has not come up ever? Like, you would have thought, well, Amber probably wasn't there, but I don't know if she was or not. To be honest with you, I shouldn't say she wasn't there because I don't know, but I know the family split. I don't know how it split, but anyway, you would have thought that little nugget would have been told to somebody somewhere at some point.
So for some reason, it's hushed.
Yeah. Well, it's embarrassing.
I mean, yeah, like I said, Ernie's not going to tell you because it makes him look bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Even though he did.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. It really is. Not only do you exploit children and lie about saving children, and lie about being some executive fucking security guard, blah, blah, blah. Dude, you do so much fucked up shit, like claiming to be a veteran. You're not a fucking veteran, man.
Ranger?
Exactly. More bullshit. You take the hard work and effort that other people have made and the respect they've earned, and you try to get it for yourself, and you've not done a damn thing. That's
Kathy. Yes. Ern's family was okay with Shelby, but not him. Yes, for the most part. His father's side of the family definitely was okay with Shelby and not okay with Ernie. Yes. And they have their theories. So some of them have floated out there and made their way to the YouTube, and some of them haven't. But yeah, there's it's a weird divide for sure.
And it's actually somewhat wild that, you know, some of them don't think Shelby did it. Some know that he did. But all of them prefer a murderer over Ernie. That's crazy. Wrap your brain around that nugget. Try to absorb it a little bit. Yeah. That a murderer was respected and loved more than Ernie.
Yeah.
Not only did he do that, but, I mean, this is the same guy that was going door to door, senior citizens' homes, binding them up and robbing them as he's pretending to be Meals on Wheels.
Yeah.
Same guy. But they prefer him over Ernie. Makes you really wonder. There's a lot of the story not being told or shown.
See what Daryl says there?
What's
right,
that?
then he deserves it. A good one at that. I'll keep that in mind. For if and when I see him again, he's a grimy little sissy, isn't he, though?
Yeah, he's like one of them Baney roosters, man.
Yes, Daisy Joe. His dad was, or Shelby was in prison when his father passed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, I think his dad passed in 14, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, Shelby didn't officially get his sentence and all that stuff. He never left the jail once they arrested him.
Right.
He was just in the county system and that kind of stuff until he got his trial. But yeah, dude, like, his dad knew all about it. His whole family did. And they still, like, we love Shelby. You're a piece of shit, Ernie. That's pretty much what they were saying.
Yeah. Even the little ones, even the tiny ones, yeah.
That's crazy. But like I said, it makes you wonder what's really the whole story. What's there?
Right.
Because I'm sure that his siblings could tell stories of his bullshit just like they do of his mother's. You know, with the paranoid schizophrenia.
Right.
Like jumping off tables, thinking you're a bat, jumping off porches. You know, that kind of shit, trying to bite people.
Now,
you heard the audio.
Yeah, Daryl. His mother, like, she didn't live in ages, right? Like, so like, I don't know the logistics or time period or whatever, but like, she'd been with her current husband for a long time, I think. Am I correct on that? So like, you said you lived real close to his dad and their family, but that wasn't, you didn't live near the mother's side, right? I'm assuming here. I'm asking. So while I get the answer, I'll say, Daryl, you're damn right he is. Word is, he floats in and out of Harlan here and there, but he stays clear of my path when he's around. Pin that fool up when you see him and holler at me. Daryl said I wouldn't even give him the level of a banny rooster. And I seen some bannies that would at least try fighting.
Right. Oh, now remember, he's a badass. He kicked the ass of one of Chuck Norris's students' kids.
Right. His dad trained with Chuck Norris.
I mean, sometimes you just got to break it down in a little different way to really see the ignorance in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like my cousin's baby's mama.
What's funny, though, because a lot of those people over there buy that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they believe that validates him somehow. Some of these claims. Like, you know, the dude has done everything under the sun, but he's still homeless, without a car, on the run from the law. But how many people do you know that can say they actually, factually protected Hillary and the Donald?
Yeah.
That ain't Secret Service.
Well, remember, he was going to be working for Don Jr. in Florida.
I know. Did the trolls ruin that or what?
Huh?
Did the trolls ruin that or what?
Oh, I guess, you know, we've ruined everything, so it is what it is. It's never Ernie's fault. Is pretty much how it works. It's always somebody else.
That's Kemper's fault.
Yeah, he's even done that damn fake police call. Like, Kemper called the cops on me. I was just trying to eat some dinner.
Daryl, have you ever seen Ernie's official video where he says that official or official is actually the way you spell official, and he tries to make people believe it? Let me show you. Let me look it up.
You remember they said it's supposed to say official in the little seal, right? Obviously, they're idiots. It doesn't. It says official or official, right?
Official or official.
Official. We know nothing. That dude, I swear.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you've gone as far as Tiger Lori has, I mean, you've already dug in that far. Might as well just hang out for the rest of it, too. Like, you already look like a fool.
Yeah, like, I mean, if she was to leave him at this point, it would really kind of be bad on her part, right?
Well, she wouldn't have anybody at that point. Nobody.
Well, nobody wants her.
Who's going to fuck with her then?
Yeah. 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 Same people fuck with her now. Nobody. Well, beloved ghost. Nope, not if she left Ernie. Nope, you're right. You're right. She would lose those. She would lose those 4 people. Beloved ghost. It's me. Now I heard Ricky was in and out, so I don't know, but I don't know if Ricky's still there or not. And what's the other one? Oh, that might be it.
Mama T.
Mama T. Yeah, I forgot about.
Got Just Legs, Mama T, Ricky, He's about half and half with Ernie. You got Beloved Ghost. You've got what's that other one? Good Lord. Besides Tiger Lori, like I think she's the most psychotic one of them all.
It's Me.
Is it It's Me?
It's Me's one of them. Like she's the one that's can get him a job in law enforcement in Louisiana because she knows the governor.
Oh my God, Lord.
Daryl said Jibbo Wright, his mom lived in Black Mountain right above Everett's a bit. I knew her a little bit. Yeah. Okay.
Ricky's a mean girl. Yeah, but I mean, I'm telling you, he still loves him some Ernie.
Yeah.
I don't care what he says. I've seen him for him, Jody, and Beloved Ghost. All of them have been around since I've been around.
Yeah.
So, like, I've got so many videos with Alvin in the chat saying
not
homophobic bullshit, that kind of thing. Just talking shit back in the day with his real profile. So
now, is Night Owl, was that the original little Dave, the teddy bear dog or whatever?
It is.
Okay, I thought so.
Why? What'd she do?
Nothing. Queen Ashley said, "Don't forget Night Owl."
Oh yeah, Night Owl's been around for a minute. Like she was around when I started seeing, the Sarah Smiles and like Alicia and all them in his chat. That was when I was seeing her. But like the other ones, they're all straight up from Facebook before he did any YouTube. Like Jody, man, like she was in there all the time. So was Beloved, and Ricky was about a part timer. He wasn't really in it as much as he is now. Once Jamie started his channel, I think Ricky started following more.
Yeah.
Just because, hey, it's something to do,
Yeah.
But, yeah, he still loves him some Ernie. I guarantee it.
Yeah. That's a good point, Daryl. I was taught to stop trying to be somebody to a whole bunch of nobodies. Ernie and his crew are those people. That's about as perfectly said and as short and sweet as it gets. I mean, that's right on the money. Is that what they're talking about? Mama T going on a road trip? I heard Mama T ran off to be with her sister's ex-boyfriend. Or are we talking about? Was that? Or we're talking about Butch?
We're talking about Butch because isn't Butch? Didn't he used to date? Oh, it was another family member, not her sister. My bad.
Yeah.
But her sister did have a baby at the same time as Mama T, and they both had babies by the same guy.
Yeah. Donna was in here earlier, Daisy Joe.
Yeah, she just commented. I was just responding to one of hers.
Yeah. Hey, I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
I'll leave Kemper in charge for a minute. If he says anything to get the channel taken down, y'all let me know and I'll go back and take it out later.
No. Ain't working. Ernie's loyal subs could hear warnings from God himself and still not listen. You're absolutely right, Linda. I mean, it really has gotten to the point where trying to get them to listen to you, it's like talking to a fucking wall. Trying to get Ernie to change, talking to a wall. Nick, talking to a wall. Any of them. You might as well just stand there and bang your head on that wall. You'll get a little bit more further than what you would trying to talk to them. Just don't happen. Linda, that's actually what we have said. Mama T's family is like the Wish version of Jerry Springer. And it's bad. Like, I've not even seen probably a 10th of it. And it's bad. Like, they about as white trash as you can get. And she probably, Kemper, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. I'm just telling the truth. Anybody that sees that video of where she used to live, yeah, go look at it. I think Jimbo and me, we both have it on channels respectively. So, yeah. It's nasty. And from what I understand, there were double-digit humans living in this little small place that probably shouldn't have had people living in it in the first place. But yeah, it's sad. I don't understand it, man. Some people, I guess, love being in their misery. They like to wallow in it. It don't make sense. Like me, if I was living in a place like that, I would definitely want out. If I had that many people in there that were able-bodied or could bring money in, you damn skippy, I would be saving some money and getting a real place. I'd be fixing the situation somehow, some way. But no, let's blame Jimbo for getting me evicted and then live in a hotel and beg for money from other people that are actually trying to do good, trying to support themselves. You know, it's sad. This is kind of off subject, but wasn't that Raven dude on Jerry Springer? Are you talking about Earl? Daisy Joe? The one from East Tennessee? Oh, yeah. What was it? 5 dogs, 3 cats, and a lizard, or 2 cats and a lizard, or some shit like that, Kathy? Yeah, there was a lot there. And I mean, we showed pictures of some of their animals and one of their daughters, one of their young adults, let's say that. They're of age. But they're sitting in there and they're filming the kittens and where the kittens are at. And this is on Facebook, you know, but there was fecal matter everywhere. It was dead in there.
Disgusting. Yeah.
Huh?
It was disgusting.
Yeah. It was like I said, if I had to be in that situation, I would be doing everything I could to get out of it. But these people take comfort in it. Like trashy, trashy, trashy. What are you wowing about, Daisy Joe?
My cowboy hat.
Oh, did he? Are you talking about the same Raven that's in the Love Rectangle video? Is that who you're talking about?
The Love Rectangle? You want to show it?
Yeah, show it. I think that's who they're talking about. I could be wrong, but I think they had
you got it up on your channel, right?
Yeah, I do.
Let me go grab it right quick. I'll be right back.
I was going to say, I want to say that Raven had that channel on Facebook, or that page on Facebook, The Life and Adventures of Raven, or something like that. So, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, Leslie, I got to say, when I was listening to your stream, I really liked hearing the crickets and everything behind you. It was very peaceful. Oh, shit. Well, that's wild. I had no idea. That's crazy. Kemper, I need to meet with you regarding your garnishment. There may be a way for you to get out of it if you agree to the terms. Look, I got to have both my kneecaps, so if that's on the table, let's go ahead and just... Nah. Gotta have them.
This dude is the only guy I know that the mob offers him a way out, and he gets smart about it.
Do what?
You.
Oh.
Like, you might as well smack Tony Soprano right in the face. Call him a bitch. Here we go. Love rectangle. You see it's edited by IP Rainwater there?
That's funny.
Oh, that's old school video right there, buddy. Old school.
Oh, yeah. Was there a Bill Barnes or Eaton Ball in the credits?
Let's see.
I know there used to be.
Phil McCracken.
Huh?
It's Phil McCracken.
Right. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, in this one we put their names, I think.
Yeah. Bernie Smell. Did you see Anita Dick and Me?
Oh, we gotta love trolling in a troll.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's good shit.
We ain't too far behind you, buddy. Well, I'm not. I got to get a little rest because I know I'm gonna be up for a little bit longer playing with these apps and stuff. Did you see the new intro, bro?
No. I mean,
Well,
I watched our intro, but
technically new, but I added a little beginning. Let me just show y'all the beginning of it, then I'll stop it. I got a separate video for the outro, which got a little bit different ending. So
nice.
Let me show you this right quick, then I'll stop it. I won't play it all the way through. I'm Jimbo.
And I'm Kemper.
We're coming to you live from the stand.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad that...
So that's what I added.
I like it, man. That's cool.
I have a commitment.
I really do. I like that countdown.
Yeah, I got that out of the one of those new apps. Can't remember which one it was. Not CapCut, but the other one. Hell. Canva.
Oh, that's okay. Hell yeah. I'm probably gonna have to get it myself then.
Yeah.
For sure. Like I said, between me and you, there's too much content to not put into videos and put out there.
Yeah. And I'm gonna play with it some, and I'm gonna start adding little things to the beginning and end of some of the old videos, like the credit screens, kind of like, share, and subscribe, which I've got on the end of our outro now.
Nice.
But yeah, thank you, Behind Green Eyes. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate that, Linda. But yeah, we probably I guess it's almost 1 o'clock, and we're gonna have some more. We're gonna have a big weekend. I know tomorrow's just Thursday, but we'll get started tomorrow with another good stream. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little more research on what stream we should look at. Maybe Kemper can check out. You're off tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I'm off.
Maybe Kemper will give me some timestamps, and we'll jump around and from different videos and show y'all a little bit more tomorrow. So it'd be we'll have a big night tomorrow, and of course Friday and Saturday after midnight shows. Always the bomb.
Oh yeah, always.
But Daryl, come back and hang out with us, man. Give us that Harlan County connection down there. Besides Leslie, and we got a couple other Harlan Countyans, but I don't think we have any Harlan County men, unless Blue on Black is from Harlan. I'm just getting myself in trouble here all over the place. Come on back, Daryl. Hang out with us.
Yeah, do that. Thank you for sharing with us too.
Yeah,
I
the
do
inside
appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely. Some stuff we hadn't heard.
And honestly, that's the way a lot of this has always happened. Is I would find out something that was true, and be talking to someone else, and they'd be like, "Oh, but this happened too." You know what I mean? It's just like, damn. I mean, it never stops. I'm sure there's some other things that happened at that funeral that still hasn't been talked about. Like I was saying, who knows what the real fucking story is with this guy? Because there's a lot of people that haven't spoken, haven't talked on a lot of things. And if they did, Ernie's world would be turned inside out. Absolutely turned inside out. And he knows it. That's why he's always been afraid and tried to use his leverage and threaten people and dox people and that kind of shit to keep them from talking about it publicly. That's always been his MO. There's been people that were speaking out against him when we've been doing this. And he'd find out and he would go and do something. Next thing you know, they won't talk to you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this has been the MO for him.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to have other people come in with what they know. And I mean, you were an eyewitness, so you know,
you
can't really argue with that. That's not hearsay.
Right, I was gonna say that's not even hearsay, is it, Gipper?
No, that's eyewitness. So
yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that.
Heck yeah. All right, guys. I guess tomorrow night then we'll try. We may go a little early. I got basketball practice, so I might need that extra hour to recover. But we'll let you know tomorrow sometime.
Yeah.
Until then, I'm Jimbo.
I'm Kemper.
We're coming to you live from the stand.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I'll take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.